Okay, so supposedly we're on live stream. Let's try it. Mm-mm-mm. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm trying something new. So let me know if you guys can actually hear me and see me. I'm going live. I'm going live on YouTube through Zoom, but I don't want to do. I don't want to do it from my computer because I have. Because I have issues going on with the app that I use to use my webcam on. And I cannot see the chat here, so I gotta have two different chats. I think it's a little bit delayed. Yeah, cause like I'm on Zoom right here, but then on my computer, got the YouTube stream put up, and I'm trying to see if I can like see the chat in here. I'm just trying to figure out everything. But I see Sneaky Smith said yes, you can hear me and you can also see me, which is cool. Glad that's the case. Glad that's the case. Well, yeah, guys, we are live now. It's a super bad delay from Zoom to what is on YouTube. Apparently, it's at least like 20 seconds, what it appears like. But I'm just practicing, testing out this new setup. Okay, cool. So what I ended up having to do was go live on my computer, and then I switched it over to the phone when I wanted to use a camera on here. But that's why it's not like full screen. But you guys will actually be able to like call in to this one, which is cool. If you guys wanted to actually join me here on a live stream today. Man, it's No Limit Eddie. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is No Limit Eddie. I'm pretty sure you guys know who I am since you're watching me live. But I just travel usually around the continent of Africa, some other parts near here. In this document, share my journey on this channel, right? So I made a video the other day kind of talking about if I should leave Egypt. And a lot of you guys were like, yes, you should leave. A lot of you guys were like, no, I'm staying. Some people were here and saying, no, I'm staying. Some of you guys were like, you know, just got to live life. And so I wanted to actually do like a live stream kind of talking about that here on today's video. Should I leave Egypt? Should I stay in Egypt? What are you guys' thoughts? And let you guys kind of call in and talk about that whole thing. And I'll address a few points right now. We're waiting for everybody to come in. Yeah, if you guys share a live stream out, I'm gonna send a broadcast out to my email list, let people know, hey, I'm live. They actually want to hop on and join. Yeah. First live stream with a new setup. Let me know how you guys like it. But yeah, so while I'm sending out an email list, send out an email to my email list right now. But for those of you guys who are like, you should leave now. A lot of you guys who are saying that have not actually ever left the country, right? And I think the people who were saying like, you just stay or I'm not leaving, those people have left the country. And so from my understanding, the average person doesn't live any more than 18 miles away. The average person any more than 18 miles away from the house they grew up in. So most people don't leave their own city, let alone their own state, let alone their own country, right? And so most people are heavily risk averse. And so for someone like me, for you guys who are like, you should leave, you should leave. For someone like me who had the audacity, let's say, to leave, not only my city, not only my state, not only, the country, but to go to a whole nother continent, right? Like I didn't even like go to Canada, like Mexico, where it's like kind of close, go to a whole nother continent. My level of risk tolerance typically is probably going to be higher than just the average person walking around. So I'm making this email out. If you guys are in here right now, go ahead and smash the like button. Send out an email really quick. Smash the like button. I can't see the comments, but I'll check the comments right now. I'm going live. I'm trying to figure things out. I'm going live on Zoom. Started from my computer, then moved to my phone, which it's okay, but I prefer it to be full screen. So I had to get this new app, or they want me to pay for a premium membership of the app, which I might do, but I just didn't have time to do it now. I use this app called Camo, CAMO. When I do like my live stream, not live stream, I do my coaching calls, I use Zoom a lot. And then sometimes I want to go to Zoom on my computer, but I want to have a good, clear webcam. So I'll use an app called Camo to use my phone as a webcam. But for some reason today it was tweaking out. So I couldn't use it here. And I just want to go live real quick because I haven't talked to you guys for a minute on a live stream. I haven't even talked to you guys since I moved into this new setup, this new YouTube setup. So you guys haven't seen it yet live. If you're on a live stream right now, yeah, just like the video and stuff like that. Drop some comments. Yeah. Yeah, I feel disconnected from you guys. Usually I can see the stream and stuff like that, but I can't see it right now, but I'll be on it in a second. Yeah, so for everybody who's like, leave Egypt, leave Egypt, it's not safe. You need to get out of there. I think a large portion of it is like the people who are willing to like move abroad and live there full time. Like a lot of people said when I first moved to TZ, Tanzania from LA, like you're gonna be back, you're gonna like go back to America, you're not gonna stay for long. And then I stayed that was in Tanzania for like 6 months, and I've been in Egypt for like 2.5 years. Coming up in February, it'll have been 3 years of me living abroad, right, full time. In these last basically 3 years, I've only been in America for like 6 days. You guys know that whole story. That's on the channel. Talking about the whole Gaza shit. Uh, all right, let me get the link to this. Just typing this stuff out real quick. I think I got the link. Just gotta drop it in real quick. Right, cool. Send this out real quick. All right, cool. Boom, got it all sent out. Okay, cool. So yes, what I was saying was we wanted to talk about the whole situation that's happening in Egypt. So people are like, leave, leave, leave. Now, I don't feel as of yet that the situations that's occurring in Gaza and things like that have spilled over to the point in Egypt where it's like, I gotta leave, I gotta go ASAP. You know what I mean? You don't really want to rush things too much, especially when you have like a pretty good setup, you know, in the country that you're in. You gotta, whenever you're gonna move to another country, you want to make sure you have things set up and established. So like, you know, where you're gonna live, where you're gonna stay, what's gonna be the visa policy. You guys know I have pets as well. I have a dog and a cat. So traveling with animals is not very easy because you gotta have like import permits, you gotta have export permits, you know, and it makes it to where, you know, before they fly out, they gotta get these different vaccines and they gotta get these different dewormers and all these type of things. And you got to know what airline you can fly, what airline you can't fly with. So it's not just an easy situation, just like pick up and go, right? So that's one component of it. But the main component is like in reality, I think sometimes the news and the media can overhype and over purport things. So far in Egypt, everything has been stable, everything's been civilized. So yeah. Did it get worse? I mean, I think the conflict in Israel and Gaza is definitely getting worse because they're like, you know, taking out hospitals and doing all kind of stuff like that, which I don't think is right. I think that's not right. You know what I mean? But none of the countries are really the UN, the NATO, none of those countries are stepping in and saying what you're doing is not right and you can't do that because they're targeting civilians. You know what I mean? Which I don't think is right. So yeah. Dwayne Jones said, can you date while in Egypt? You can date anywhere in the world, man. Is Israel attempting to send Palestinians to the Egyptian border? Yeah, they tried, but Egypt right now is saying no. Egypt has, if you don't know about Egypt, right? The city of Cairo is like super overpopulated. So overpopulated, they're actually building. They already have old Cairo, then they have new Cairo. Now they're building a new Cairo called what is it called? The administrative capital. So it's Egypt as a whole, the infrastructure can't even handle the Egyptian population themselves. So they're not trying to add in a whole bunch of Palestinians as well to just like really collapse the whole kind of structure that they have here, from supplies to the sewage to the roads. Like it's already a very crowded and congested city. So to add more people wouldn't be that great. And then we're also having a lot of not conflict, but issue with the currency here. And so they wouldn't want to add even more burden over there on that way. You know, it's a potential that they may accept them if they get a lot of funding or grants or things like that from, you know, different countries. Like, hey, if you take these Palestinians in, we'll give you X amount of billions, or, you know, maybe they might. But as of now, it doesn't seem like that's the case. All right. Everybody who's in here, definitely like the stream. All right. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is No Limit Eddie. I am a 24-year-old American who's been living abroad for the last 3 years. Okay. So, yeah, I've been living abroad since I was 21. And, you know, I've been traveling and kind of documenting the process here on the channel. And every once in a while, I go live, kind of talk to you guys, share my stories with you guys, and interact with you guys as well. I am actually going to drop a link in the chat if you guys want to join me in on this stream. So that should be cool. Let me actually send myself that screen share. Let me copy the invite link. I don't know. I think if I close the app, they might tweak though. Are you in Cairo or Aswan? Man, like honestly, I'm in Egypt. I don't really reveal the city too much. When I was in TZ, I learned that if you got to be kind of mindful of a location because some people can do some strange activities. So one of the issues that we're having in Tanzania was people going to the immigration and saying all kind of crazy stuff and So the situation here in Egypt has been really smooth. So I don't really reveal the particular city that I'm in Egypt. But I do travel around Egypt every once in a while. But I have one city that I actually live in. But like I have videos when I was in like New Cairo, which if you go to Cairo, go to New Cairo. I was there for a month. I have some videos for members only when I was in Luxor. So yeah, I travel around Cairo as well from time to time. I mean not Cairo, Egypt as well from time to time. But only the Cairo videos are up on the page. So I have some old Cairo videos and I have some new Cairo videos. And then some videos in Modernity as well, which is like a sub group of New Cairo. Yep. Respect it. Cool. Yeah, Ja Zola. I think that's how you would say it. Ja Zola. Where are you from, man? Are you from the States? Are you from somewhere on the continent? Let me know. Appreciate everybody who's on here right now, man. We're just talking. We're just hanging out for a quick second. Interacting with all you guys here. And I'm going to try to get the link to where I can put it into the chat. Hopefully it doesn't cancel out. Just 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back. From Boston. Oh, okay, got you. Nice, man. Shout out to Boston. Yeah, when I lived in the States, I lived in California, Los Angeles to be specific, and I never really traveled too far outside of LA. I went to like San Diego. What else did I go? San Diego, really, huh? Yeah, San Diego and then Vegas. So Vegas is the only time I left California, which was like a 4-hour drive from LA to Vegas. So that was about it. And then the first time I got on a plane was when I went to TZ. All right, cool. I got the link now. Got the link, so you guys will actually be able to, if you guys want to hop on, you guys will be able to. Try to pin this to the top. Stupid heart thing is in the way. I can't even, like somebody else gotta like drop the chat or something. Hold on. This freaking, yeah, I'm trying to like pin it to the top, but I'll get it eventually. So you asked, Ja asked, was it difficult for you to adjust to Egyptian culture and hospitality or local and how hospitable are locals to you? Yeah, so was it difficult to Egyptian culture? Not really, right? So for me, the Egyptian culture is pretty respectful overall. You know what I mean? There's a lot of cross morals. I think as far as the majority of the Abrahamic religions, whether it's Jewish, whether it's Christian, whether it is Muslim people, like out of all three of those, Muslims seem to keep their core values a lot stronger than all those other three Abrahamic religions. So I like to say, like in America, we kind of know what the book says, but over in these type of countries, they do what it says. And so for the most part, they're a lot more, they're pretty honest people. For the most part, you know what I mean? They are people who have respect for themselves. Women have respect for themselves. People interact is pretty cool. You don't really run into, I don't really run into too many issues here. Some people do run into issues, right? It's kind of to each their own kind of energy you kind of vibrate with. But even in America, I wasn't a typical American person. Like I didn't watch Sunday night football. I wasn't drinking and going to the clubs and doing those type of things that maybe most 18, 19, 20-year-olds would do. So I really wasn't too ingrained in American culture. So for me, the shift wasn't that difficult. Even the foods that I ate, like my whole time driving, I only went to a drive-through twice, and both times were for someone else, right? So I didn't even like eat traditional like fast foods and different things like that. So for me, the adjustment wasn't too extreme. But for other people, it is extreme, right? Some people are very deeply enriched or are ingrained in American culture. And so to make a shift where you can't just go get in the car and go get the 50 cents, make what was it, 50 cents Wendy's burger or the $1 McDonald's burger, when you can't do those type of things, it's like, wait, what the heck? And it can kind of throw you off a little bit. Depending on how deeply ingrained you are to American culture. But for me, I wasn't super locked into it, so it wasn't too bad for me. And then I spent months in Tanzania too before that, which also helped me out as well, I believe. Tanzania kind of prepared me for the rest of the world. So I was just talking to my sister about this yesterday. Like, it doesn't matter where we go, like, we know how to maneuver because of what we learned over in Tanzania. So, yeah, it's not too big of a thing. Like, when I went to Thailand, when I first went to Tanzania, right, I was like, super due diligence, like months, just watching videos. I need to know everything. What's the food like? What's the walking like? What's the cars like? I was trying to obsess over everything. And then when I went to Thailand, I went to this Thailand for a month. And I was like, I watched probably like 6, 7 videos on the country. Like, okay, boom, boom, boom. All right, cool, let's go. Book your flight, and then I was there, right? So and it's because I know, okay, how to negotiate. This is what you need to set up. Get the phone, get the SIM card. Like I kind of know how to play the travel game now. So I'm kind of prepared now because of what happened in TZ, just like my experience. So it depends on the individual. Yeah, almost everything with travel depends on the individual. Almost everything with travel depends on the individual. But yeah, so we're on here right now, guys. You guys don't know, my name is No Limit Eddie. I'm a 24-year-old African-American who lives in the country of Egypt. I posted a video the other day, maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago, kind of just sharing about my experience about me living in Egypt with the whole conflict going on in Gaza, and how, how I felt about if I'm going to stay or if I'm going to leave. I know some people already are leaving. I know a couple people who did leave. I know some people who are like kind of like monitoring the situation, seeing like if they should leave, if they shouldn't leave. I had a lot of family members reach out to me, friends reach out to me, coaching students, everybody's reaching out to me about like, hey, are you safe? You know what I mean? Are you good down there in Egypt? And, do you plan on leaving and different things like that? And so, I posted a video about it, and some of you guys were like mixed, like, don't leave. And some of you guys were like super leave. And they're like, don't come back to the States. And there was a mix of feelings, things like that. So I just wanted to go live and we can actually talk about it here. And we kind of have more of a back and forth, more of a dialogue. And some of you guys can even call in if you guys want to. If you click the link that's pinned up to the top of the chat, you can actually click on that and jump on the Zoom room with me, and we can chat back and forth. Can you speak Arabic? La. I know there's a couple words in Arabic, but for the most part, I don't have to speak it. The city that I live in, they speak a lot of English, so I don't really have to worry about speaking Arabic for the most part. During my time in TZ, I learned how to speak the language, and it didn't really, I didn't even stay there that long to even really flourish in it. So when I came to Egypt, I was like, I don't really care about learning too much. Arabic is a very, very different language than English, super different, like from the way the characters are written to the pronunciations to everything like that. It's quite different in English, and so it's not the easiest thing to just pick up and kind of rock with. So yeah, that's kind of my experience with Arabic so far, Dwayne. Yeah, if you guys are on here right now, definitely leave your thoughts. What do you guys think? Should I leave Egypt? Should I stay in Egypt? Drop this into the chat right now. Feel free to ask me questions. I know I haven't been live for a minute, but I'm live here now. And let me know how the stream is looking for you guys. Is it crispy? Is it clear? Like the video as well. Let's get up to 20 likes on the stream, 20 likes on the stream. The more you guys like it, the more YouTube decides to share it out and push it out to more people. So definitely like the stream and everything like that. I really appreciate it. Seems like the government of Egypt wants to proceed with normalization of ties with Israel, but people in yeah. So I definitely, just from the outside looking in, I've seen, it's like a catch-22. You know what I mean? Because you don't, I feel like in the position of the Egyptian government, they want to, of course, not get into a conflict that they don't have to get into, because that's going to cost money, that's going to cost resources, that's going to cost human lives. So they don't want to escalate the conflict. They're trying to, de-escalate the conflict. The people of the most, I would say, Arabic Muslim people are, of course, going to be aligned with Palestine, just on a moral, ethical level. And so I don't think it's like too much of a back and forth, but there was a couple of protests, but I don't know too much in it about it, because I'm not necessarily like super enriched into the day-to-day happenings of how people feel. But I think most people are aligned with Palestine, and the Egyptian government is doing their best to make America happy, make their citizens happy, make the Muslim world happy. They're just kind of they're kind of playing it in the middle of a lot of different people and entities. Do Egyptians see Black Americans separate from the greater America? I've been told that by a lot of Egyptians. That, they think of us African American people as African people, and as a result of that, they see us as brothers. And to the Caucasian people, they don't necessarily see them in that same way. I've been told that by multiple people. So I don't know if that's 100% true. I think it could be true for some. It could not be true for others. Overall, they do like Americans, Black Americans, white Americans, from what I've seen. Overall, video is clear, you look good, and glad you're okay. Okay, perfect. I'm glad the audio and the video and everything like that is clear. It's my first time going live on Zoom. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why they put the Zoom logo right here. I need to get that to be taken off. I need to get that to be taken off. Now that I think about it, because I paid for Zoom, because like I said, I use it for sales calls, I use it for coaching calls. I use it to film tutorials and stuff like that. I use it a lot. So I do have the paid membership. So I don't feel like I should be having a watermark on there. It might just be a setting I need to click off. We'll get that taken care of. But Neighbor G, I appreciate that comment, and thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. Yeah, any questions you guys have, feel free to ask them. If you guys are somehow just randomly finding my stream, My name is Nolan Eddie. I'm a 24-year-old African American who lives in Africa. In particular, I live in the country of Egypt. Okay, I live in the country of Egypt. I've been living here for like, I don't know, 2.5 years. Spent some time in Turkey, spent some time in Thailand, and also lived in Tanzania for a bit as well. The whole purpose of the stream is just like, hey, what do you guys think that I should do when it comes to living in Egypt? Should I leave Egypt because of the conflict happening in Gaza? Should I stay in Egypt, kind of wait it out? You guys let me know, okay? You guys definitely let me know. How's life been going so far? Everything has been going pretty smooth, just so you guys are aware of that. I haven't noticed any major, I wonder if they changed that thumbnail. Okay, cool. I haven't noticed any major issues. As far as, let's say finding availability of items or any major issues as far as rioting or anything like that. There was some ricochet, I think that landed in some town that was really close to the border. They happened like once and it stopped. But yeah, other than that, other than that, it's been pretty cool. Where I'm at right now, Egypt. Oh, too. You know what? I can also drop that into the chat too. Let me do this. Yeah, if you guys want to hop on the call and click on a link that is pinned up to the top of the chat, you guys can feel free to do that. Okay, cool. So I just dropped the link in the chat. I'm going to be doing actually a live training here, guys. I don't know when. I think sometime next week. But you guys can actually join. You guys can click on that right there. You guys want to know how the heck did you escape the matrix at 21 years old? Like, I will never have to work, y'all willing. Y'all saying the same. I will never have to work another day in my life for another human being. I have complete and total control of my time. No one can tell me. I used to work security. They used to always say, shave your face. They used to do this, like, put this uniform on, be here at this time. Having other men tell me what to do. I didn't like that personally. And I assume a lot of people don't like it either. And so I would never have to, y'all willing, be in that position again. It's been 3+ years. I stopped working when I was still in America, or once when I was still in America. And so a lot of people want to know how I was able to do that. How do I afford to travel around the world? How do I afford, to live the life that I live? I'm going to be doing a training. It's going to be about how I created this simple YouTube brain business that allowed me to fire my boss and travel the world in the last 3 years and counting. Click on that link and sign up for it. I'm still getting everything like the last minute stuff together, but click on that. It'll be a free training. I want to do a live on Zoom. So you guys can actually be in a Zoom room with me and things like that, which is going to be kind of cool. So definitely click that link and sign up for that. They said, I think you're doing better in Egypt, but if it's getting dangerous, then move to a different part of Egypt. Yeah, I mean, the part of Egypt that I'm in is pretty chill. It's pretty cool. I don't think we have too many issues here. I don't have too many issues here for the moment in time. But of course, it's good to always, just be mindful and monitor situations, especially with it being so close by, right? And I do believe it's I believe this conflict will eventually expand to most borders and to most countries simply because of the matchbox nature of the situation. So I think it's going to expand eventually, but I'm not sure when it's going to expand. I don't know if they're going to do another false flag. I'm not sure what they'll do to eventually lead to it being a much larger conflict. If you look in scripture, I believe it says the least of the flock should draw them out to war, right? And that can be referenced to those people in that land that was established in 1948. Where would you go if things do get worse? I got a couple places in mind, but we keep it low. We keep it low for now, we keep it quiet. But a couple places in mind if I did, you know what I mean? Things like that. You guys know, like every 2 months I travel. Every 2 months I travel anyway, right? So yeah. Boom, 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 boom. I think you're good for the most part. Everybody click on that link, nolimiteddy.com/live training. I'm doing a live training teaching you guys how I make a living, how I've been making a living for the last 3 years. You know what I mean? How I had a pretty basic job, but I had a really nice car, apartment in downtown LA, you know, how I kind of living my life for the last 3 years. I'm gonna be sharing that with you guys. We're also gonna be sharing some really good stories about the time that things weren't looking really good for me financially here on the continent, right? And how I overcame those situations. I want to share a lot of stories with you guys. So you guys are going to really enjoy it. And of course, most importantly, you guys are going to learn, you know, the simple YouTube brain business I started that allowed me to quit my job and travel the world for the last 3 years and counting, right? A lot of people don't understand, like, how the heck do you actually make money, right? Because some of my videos make it like 100 views, some of my videos make it 200 views. They don't understand, like, how do you convert? Like, you think you need a lot of views to make a lot of money when it's not actually the case, right? And so I'm gonna teach you guys kind of my strategy and my blueprint about making money online, right? Even if you have a very small social media following or no social media following to begin with, right? Making money online is a lot easier than most people think it is. You just have to know the right system and how to monetize correctly. If you don't know how to monetize correctly, if you're relying upon the TikTok creator fund or YouTube AdSense, you're going to starve to death, right? You're going to starve to death. But you will, yeah, you're going to starve to death. But if you know how to use YouTube as a tool to promote other things, and you'll be able to like make a really good living and help people out in the process. So definitely click that link, sign up for that. If you want to join me on the Zoom call, click the link pinned up to the chat, and then you can join me on the Zoom call today as well if you guys want to discuss live. Would you ever move back to TZ? No. Even in security, you have to move for yours. Even in security, you have to move for your safety. Yep. Okay, we got Sade Imore in the building. What's up, Sade? What up, Sade? Hopefully all is well with you. I haven't seen you post for a while, but at the same time, I haven't been on YouTube too heavy. I've not been on YouTube too heavy, but yeah, hopefully everything's good with you guys over that way. Yeah, any questions you guys have, feel free to drop them in the chat. If you don't know who I am, my name is No Limit Eddie. I'm a 24-year-old American who lives abroad full time. Right now, I'm actually presenting to you guys live here in the country of Egypt. Okay, here in the country of Egypt, you know. And I think I like this setup, man. I like this setup because I have like my light right in front. Let me see. I wonder how high the quality will. Oh, 720p. It's not bad. Wonder why it's not like higher than that. But I have my light right here in front of me. You know what I mean? Boom, boom. Got a cool little setup, little bush in the back. You know, little bookshelf in the back. I got the blurred background setting going. But because I'm on Zoom, I actually think I can like do some other stuff. Let's play around really quick. All right, boom. So now I'm in San Francisco. Let me, oh, is it on? Is it on yet? Hold on, let me see. I don't know if it's actually on the video. I think it is. Looks like, because it looks like it is on mine. Okay, now I see it on here. All right, guys, I lied. This whole time, guys, all the videos you've seen, all the Egyptian pounds you guys saw, it was never true. I've been in the city of San Francisco the entire time. Okay, I've been in San Francisco the entire time. All right. I had to expose myself today. I had to come clean today, guys. Why not TZ? You can't really move to a country like TZ, man, where they don't want you to live there. Visa laws are horrible. The visa laws are horrible there, man. Anybody plans on moving to a country, move to a country with good visa laws. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody like today's video right now. Let's get more people in this live stream, guys. Get more people in this live stream. So like the video, man. I want to get up to 20 likes ASAP, guys. 20 likes ASAP on this live stream, guys. Let's make it happen. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so you got a couple little backgrounds and all that, man. You see, you got the little San Francisco, got the globe, you know what I mean? Put myself in outer space. It's cool. They even have filters. I think you can like make your face a filter or something. Let's see. You gonna put it on my face or something? Incognito. Okay, so now we in space incognito with it. All right, cool. So this is some super stuff, man. This is some super stuff. But because we're live on Zoom, we can do all this type of stuff. It seems like my eyes have been in here. But I definitely see looking to the relocation Africa with income for an online business. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay, let me remove this foolishness. All right, let me remove all this stupid stuff. Hold on. There we go. All right. You're funny, Eddie. Appreciate that, Sade. I definitely need to look into relocation to Africa with income from online business. Okay, cool. So if you're looking for online business that allow you to do that, click the link that I just dropped into the chat. You'll be able to watch the free training, man. And on this training, I'm just going to teach you guys what I do. Right? Everything I do is just like teaching my past self. Right? Talking to my past self, giving me the information that I wish I would have known. So if you're in the States right now, you're trying to figure out, I want to move to Africa, I want to move abroad, but I just don't know how to make that play. Because most people know how to make money in America. In that system, I can just get a job, boom, 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 boom. But how do you go about taking what you already know and then leveraging that into an online business? Right? That's a little bit harder for some people. It just so happens that I've been able to do that. And the thing that kind of annoys me sometimes, people think that it just came easy for me, but that's not really the case. Because I started at the age of 14. I didn't make my first dollar until I was 17. Right. And then after 17, I kept making it continuously, but I wasn't able to go full time until I was like 21. Right. And so it wasn't like a easy thing. It was a 7-year process. And of course, it could have been a lot shorter had I known what I know now. And the same thing with YouTube. People say, oh, you got 20,000 subscribers. Wow, it must have been easy for you. But like, they didn't see that it took me 4 years to get to just my first 1,000. Right. And so over the time, I kind of had to learn the game and learn the process, learn ins and outs. Nothing in my life has ever came easy to me. It's always ruthless persistence that gets me to where I want to go. And during that time, I don't cry and complain about it. During that time, it just allows me to learn every facet of the game, to where like nothing can kind of throw me off of it. So yeah. LOL, LOL removed the R. Kelly mask. Yeah, I got the mask removed now. I got the mask removed now. Just some stupid stuff, that they have here on Zoom. We got Tony Africa in the building. Tony, what up, man? What up? Glad to see you in this joint. Glad to see you in this joint, man. Neighbor G said, right? Yeah, 100%, 100%. It's such a lag that I don't even know, like, sometimes what you could be responding to is crazy. But yeah, if you guys want to talk about anything related to Egypt and the whole conflict, let me know. I'm here to answer some questions for you guys and stuff like that. And what do I do on a daily basis? Maybe that's what you guys want to know too. So right now, I usually wake up like 4 in the morning, 4 a.m. I get up and I do some reading. I read Deuteronomy 5, read Deuteronomy 6, read something from the book of Proverbs. And then after I do my reading, sometimes I try to stretch. Like I'll try to get into the fitness thing, but it's like, I'll be halfway. But try to do some stretching, because like I sit down a lot on my phone. So I'll be like this on my phone, so I'll be on my computer. And so you kind of like your shoulders have to pull forward a lot. So I'm trying to do like corrective exercises so that way I can take care of my health while I'm a little bit younger. So get up like 4 a.m. read, and I don't get up at 4 a.m. just because it's just I feel that I can be more productive and it allows me to get more hours out of my day, right? And then also I'm kind of working on this training, working on this presentation for you guys, right? And so I've been turning down one-on-one coaching clients, and that way I have the time and energy to focus on kind of building this out for you guys. So yeah, I'm trying to focus on building this out for you guys. I'm not trying to do too much coaching work, and I also want to rebuild my program as well, little by little. So get up at 4 a.m., read, stretch halfway sometimes. And then after that, I kind of get on my computer and kind of start my day. And it always depends on kind of like the season that I'm in life. So if I'm on a season where I'm like building something out, thank you guys for 20 likes. I really appreciate it. Let's get some more likes on this live stream right now. Can we get up to, let's say, 30 likes on this 30 likes on this live stream? The more you guys like it, the more YouTube shares it out. So that's the only reason why I asked, right, guys? So yeah, depending on my season of my life. So right now I'm building things out. So I'll work a couple more hours than I normally would. After that, then I'll kind of just go for a walk, maybe around the neighborhood. I'll go to a local fruit stand. I grocery shop every day. I don't buy a lot of stuff at once. I go like every single day. It just gives me a reason to go out the house. And so boom. So you go out the house, go get some fruit, go get some vegetables, go up to Gamala. Let's go up to a little small 2 stores. I have a motorcycle here now too. So sometimes you just get on a bike just to go for a ride. But now it's gonna get a little windy, so I'm probably gonna slow down on doing that. Yeah, come back to the house, you know what I mean? Probably do some more work. Like I work a lot. You know what I mean? That's for the most part what I do. Um, you guys want to see more social life? Sometimes you gotta have seasons, right? People kind of talk about work-life balance. Right now, I'm more on a work heavy side of things, but you gotta see more social life here coming soon, right? Um, are you an Israelite? What time is it right now, actually? It's like 9:30. Yeah, then I have a bedtime too. So in order to wake up at like at that time, I gotta go to bed at that time too. So I don't go to bed every day at the same time. People laugh at me because I go to bed at the same time every day. But that's what I do. Are you an Israelite? You can classify me as that, sure. I believe in keeping the commandments. I believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Appreciate you guys for 23 likes. Let's keep smashing the like button, guys. Get it up to 30 likes, guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, so sometimes you have seasons where you work a little bit more, sometimes you have seasons when you work less. But in reality, I really enjoy what I do, right? Like I say I make life-changing income while changing people's lives. And so I kind of like what I do. So I don't really need to be like, oh, I need to take a break. I need to not work. I haven't had that experience in my life. I didn't like what I used to do, like I used to be like security. I used to move boxes at Amazon. I used to stock shelves at Target. I used to work at Burlington Coat Factory. I did a lot of stuff that I didn't really enjoy doing. Thankfully, I didn't have to work too many years of my life, right? Because I started working at maybe 19. So I only had to work jobs maybe like 2 years of my life, and that was it. So yes, that had been my job experience. But I didn't like the job market. I had to do what I had to do to get out. I remember I had to get a job at Burlington Coat Factory. I think they were paying me like $9 an hour. Like I don't even know why I accepted that job. And that's why like, if I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't have ever had to work. But job at Burlington Coat Factory, they had me take a gender sensitivity test in order to get the job. And like I just feel like I was just like losing my soul every time I'm clicking the button. This person is da da da. They now identify as this. What should you call them? I know what I wanted to put on that answer, but I know if I put what I wanted to put, I wasn't going to pass that test. And so I had to just like, basically low key sacrifice my morals just like go and click these buttons, you know what I mean, to take this test to pass to get this job. And it was like that was one of the key moments like, oh heck no, I ain't doing this job stuff, you know what I mean? I gotta lock in and just figure this out, you know what I mean? And not too long after that, not too long after that, things started to work a little bit more on the online avenue, you know what I mean? But just living in LA and Los Angeles, it's freaking expensive. When you rent $1,700, you know what I mean? Cost of living, the food is expensive, gas is expensive, everything's expensive. To go full-time entrepreneurship, you got to be making a substantial amount because you also got to think that you have something that's called self-employment tax. A lot of people don't tell you this, but you have self-employment tax. So because when you have a job, your employer pays into your Social Security. When you don't have a job and work for yourself, you have to pay into Social Security as well. So there's like a 15.3% tax on the money you make, plus the regular tax as well. So in order to kind of go full-time in entrepreneurship and live in a place like LA, you kind of have to make a little bit more. So this take a little bit longer, but figure it out eventually. And now, I don't live in LA at all. So it's even easier, way easier to like, go full-time and to like, live a life that I feel is more befitting of who I am, right? So yeah, I mean, hopefully that's what can inspire some of you guys. Like you guys can really, honestly, you guys can do it. You guys need to like lock in on a set path and make it happen. Okay, they don't want them in Egypt. You're talking about the Palestine refugees, right? Boom, boom. I don't know what they're talking about. But yeah, if you guys have questions about the whole Gaza thing, feel free to ask me. You know what I mean? I guess I'm here firsthand. Hopefully you guys are enjoying today's live stream. If you are, definitely just smash a like on it. Just wanted to go live because I haven't gone live for a minute. Haven't talked to you guys for a minute. Of course, you guys could join our Zoom stream. I'm not going to be live. Time 9:30. I'm not going to be live here for too much longer. I actually wanted to do a little bit more work on presentation, which I'm going to be presenting to you guys. If you guys actually want to join me on our presentation, click that link, opt in for the training. We're going to be doing a live training. So go ahead and like sign up for that. Everything is not fully finished yet, but that's one of the main things that I'm working on right now, is that. So yeah, sign up for that joint, guys. Yeah, I think that's really it. Sign up for that joint, click the link that I just dropped into the chat, and join me for that training. I think it's going to be happening. It's going to happen on Tuesday for sure. And it's going to happen probably then like 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think it's when I'll do it. Because I think that was a good time for me where I'm at, and then a good time for most people that's in the States as well. Boom, boom. Yeah, yeah. But you guys see a lot of videos about that. You guys see some YouTube ads. You guys see YouTube videos, community tab posts. We'll do a pretty big push here, starting soon. We have 26 likes. Let's try to get to 30, guys. So I get up 30 likes. Let's get four. Let's get 4 more of you guys like today's live stream, guys. 4 more of you guys like today's live stream. As well, feel free to watch different videos on my channel. I have videos from pretty much all over the place. If you guys like my videos, so the like is not the heart, guys. If you see the heart, that's not the like. The like is right next to like the subscribe button. So if you're on your phone, you might have to turn your phone on like horizontally. No, turn your phone from horizontal to vertical. Boom, smash the like. If you're on a computer, you might have to minimize the window. You'll see a little like button. You can like it like that. All right. Let's say you have an income of $1,000 a month. Do you think that would be enough to sustain yourself in Egypt? How much do you think you should have saved for a single person when coming there? So my rule of thumb is you need to make 1.5x. So you need to go online. There's a lot of different websites. There's like Numero. You just need to look up like cost of living in Egypt. And then look at the type of life that you want to live. And you want to be realistic with the lifestyle that you want to live when you come to this country. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to live cheap, cheap, cheap. A lot of people say they're going to do that, but when they get here, they realize that that's not the way they want to live. They want to live similar to how they were in the States, even better than how they were in the States. And so you got to make sure your cost of living is realistic. But those online platforms, they're highly accurate. I don't know how they get information, how they get data, but they're highly accurate. So look at like the rent, about how much you plan on spending for food, how much you might spend for electricity, how much you might spend for going out, how you plan on getting around, what part of the city do you want to live in? Like think through all those different things, map it all out, figure out that cost of living. Let's say that is $1,000 per month, that's going to cost you. So you need to figure out how to make 1.5x that every single month. And that's the minimum you want to make. But if you're gonna live on $1,000 per month, that's your cost of living. Let's say it's like 900 one month, 950 the next, 960 the next, which run up to 1,000. You need to figure out how to make $1,500 every single month to afford that cost of living. If you make 1.5x, it has like a compounding effect to where every year you'll have another half a year saved up. So let's say I spend $1,000 a month to live. If I make 1,500, that means every 2 months, I now have another month of rent saved. So in case anything happens to your income stream, in case anything, the cost of living increases, or for 1 month you spend extra, or, who knows what might happen, right? You have an unnecessary expense come up or unplanned for expense come up, you'll have that cushion saved, right? The minimum that I would feel comfortable with is like 1.5x, right? So if you're going to live off $1,000 a month, you need to make 1.5K to comfortably live in the country. How much you need to have saved? You really don't need to have any money saved, to be quite honest with you guys, because it's really more about cash flow than it is about savings. I pretty much would advise you to focus more on generating income than saving income and saving money. Most people focus too much on the saving portion, not the earning portion, and that's kind of what screws people up a little bit. Because if you know how to save it, we can't earn it. It doesn't matter how much you have saved. It doesn't matter how much you have saved. If you're spending it, you will eventually go to zero. But how much you have saved, it really depends on you, how much you feel comfortable with. I know some people came out with $1,000 and they're doing just fine because they had cash flow. Some people came out with $20,000 and they're not doing too well because they didn't have cash flow. Some people came out with 100,000 and they went back, right? So it all depends on whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever is a realistic number for you to want to have saved, right? If I had to give a number, I would say I don't really care about the saving aspect as much. So I would say, you know, it depends on the country you're going to. It depends on the country you're going to. Like country like Egypt, where you can pay month to month for your rent, you really need to have that much money saved. If you're going to a place like Ghana, or you're going to a place like Tanzania, or you're going to a place where they're going to ask you for like 6 months or 12 months rent up front, but then sure, you're going to want to have a couple $1,000s saved, so that way you can break that, you know, rent off for those X amount of months while you are when you first get to the country. So that's kind of how I would say. But can you live $1,000 a month for sure? I probably don't even spend. I'll probably spend like $700-800 a month living in Egypt. You know what I mean? So I don't even spend that much money every month, to be honest. So if you're a single person, you can do that. And I live a pretty, like I said, I have a motorcycle here. I have a dog and cat here. You know, I use a lot of Wi-Fi. So I mean, I'm living, I would say, even on a more expensive route. So you can probably get away with spending like $500-600 a month living in Egypt, to be fair with you. Boom, boom, boom. Great question, great question, Josh. I appreciate that. You guys have any questions, feel free to ask them, but we're like 1 like away from 30 likes, so definitely smash the like button. Let's get up to 30 likes on this joint. So you should at least double what you already have coming in. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but at least 1.5x. So like 1.5 times whatever you need. So if you can double it, great. If you can triple it, even better. If you can quadruple it, even better. If you can 10x it, you know, fantastic. You know, 1.5 to me is just a minimum that I would do because of that compounding effect of being able to every 2 months have another 1 month of living expenses saved. Right. So that's kind of like my bare minimum is what I would say. And that makes moving abroad a lot more realistic for a lot of people. Because some people are like, I need to save 30,000. And it's like the average American doesn't even have, the average American would have to borrow money to cover a $500 expense, right? And so when people say like, oh, I need to have 30,000 saved, 50,000 saved, you know, they say those numbers because in their mind those are big numbers, which fair, if that's a big number for you, then sure. But they say those numbers and also kind of price them out of ever actually doing it. And in some ways, for some people, it's a stall, right? They'll never actually save up that 10, 20, 30,000, whatever they think is a good amount to save. They'll never actually save that amount up. And it gives them an illusion like, okay, I'm working towards it, I'm saving towards it, but they'll never actually hit that number. Most of the time because people have bad money management habits, right? And that is one of the things that I think I'm a little bit better at than the average person is managing money, right? I know how to make it, but also know how to manage it very well. You know, I don't have tendencies or vices that cause me to spend more than I need to, right? And so I think that's one thing that I don't think you can teach someone. You know, I think they just kind of have to learn it. But yeah, that's another thing too, is it's like make money, make cash flow, and then be mindful of the money you are making. You can do those two things, you'll pretty much be okay. You know, wherever you go. And the cost of living fluctuates depending on where you're at. When I was in Thailand, I spent more money. You know, when I was in Tanzania, I probably spent more money in Tanzania, but that's because I didn't know everything. So, you know, and it all depends on the country you go to, you know what I mean, for sure. And then, you know, yeah, 1.5x is my bare minimum, 2x, 3x. You want to keep, once you start making money, you want to keep making more of it, of course. So making 1.5 thousand, why would you just stay there? Try to make 2,000, making 2,000, just try to make a little more, try to make 2,500, and just keep trying to go up piece by piece until you just, you know, reach a number that, even when you reach a certain number, just really keep going up, to be honest. Because why not? Thank you, Eddie, for sure, Ja. No problem, no problem. You know, I try to be a wealth of knowledge for anyone who I can be, for sure. I've enjoyed this live stream. This was a live stream just to test some things out. I wanted to just kind of see how everything worked. Because I haven't ever done a live stream via Zoom. So I just wanted to test things out and see how it all works. And then I think I have to end the Zoom stream and that will end the live stream. That's kind of what I would assume. Cool. So I did something on the screen on my phone, and I wanted to see if it would reflect on here, but did not. So okay, I just want to test that out. But yeah, in the chat, I don't think the chat will display. Just testing some things out. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, and if you guys want to actually join me on the live stream and ask questions, you can do that by clicking the Zoom link here. Okay, shit, dude. So that's when I put the comments on. Okay, interesting. So every time I put the comments on, I do that. Yeah, because that's sideways. Okay, so yeah, if you guys want to actually join me live on this stream, you guys can. Let me promote some stuff. We gotta promote, you know, whenever you go live. What should I drop in? Let me drop this in. Sign up for the free training, which I just dropped the link to the chat right now. Sign up for the free training, which we'll be showing you guys. It'll be a live stream. I have like you and 100 other people here on Zoom. It'll be like a whole bunch of us. And I'll just be going through like my presentation, you know what I mean? Showing you guys the process and the game that I use to make a full-time living, just sharing what I know, right? The way that I make money is kind of interesting. I don't think most people understand like how easy it is to make money online. I create free PowerPoints or Google Docs. I record myself talking over them. I put it up on the site. I send that link out to people. People buy it. Software automatically gives them login access, and I make money. Right? It's really all that simple. People complicate it, right? A lot of times you send it the wrong way. So what am I going to create it about? What's my idea? You know, how do I get people to see it? How do I get people to buy it? You know, how should I create the website? Should I create the website here? The right there, right? Most times people just get in their own way, but making money online is quite simple. I sell products anywhere from, I think my ebook, I sell products anywhere from 50 cents up to like $5,000. And I create this product for free. You know what I mean? Usually with Google Docs or Google Slides. Then I have like one software, which is like editing software, but I'm a YouTuber anyway. So like $50 a year. And you can create different products, you know what I mean? It's all about just having knowledge, you know what I mean? And selling knowledge. And so I'm gonna kind of teach you guys my blueprint and my game plan of how to do that, how other people do that exact same thing. All right. So yeah, sign up for that training that's linked in the description. You just have to purchase and sell everything or ship things there. Get rid of most of your stuff. You know, ship things. I don't ship nothing. I don't really ship anything. It's too expensive to ship things to overseas, unless you're going to Gambia or Ghana. You can ship things there in a container. Now, it seems to be pretty affordable, but in North Africa, East Africa, I haven't seen that be the best move for the most part. Some people put things into shipping, no, what's called? Some people go to storage units, put the stuff in there, but they just have an extra bill. You know what I mean? And should you sell everything? It depends on how committed you are. You know what I mean? It depends on how committed you are. I just threw away everything. I gave everything to Goodwill, gave anything I could to friends and family, and you know, whatever else I didn't give away, I threw away. And whatever I didn't throw away, give away, sell. I didn't even sell anything actually. I didn't even have time. I didn't even care about selling it. I just put it into my luggage and I you know, traveled. So when I moved abroad, I had one suitcase, a tiny suitcase, a carry-on bag, and then a duffel bag. And that was my life possession. And since then, it's gotten even less, actually. Like everything just fits into one suitcase for the most part. And a carry-on, I don't need to carry a duffel anymore. You know, you learn to travel a little bit lighter. You know, you overdo it the first time. I got, what you call it? Mosquito spray, and I need this, and I got to have a flashlight, and you don't even need half the stuff, you know? So, eventually you learn to kind of, you know, what you need and what you don't need, but it's up to you, man, if you want to ship things over or different things like that. But for the most part, I just brought everything with me. Whatever I couldn't carry, it just wasn't worth bringing, in my opinion. Most of the times you can buy stuff over here. But with that said, guys, we're going to end the live stream here. I appreciate all you guys for hopping on. I'll try to do this a little more often because I know that I haven't been posting too many videos and I haven't been going live for a minute. So yeah, have fun with you guys today. Actually, you know, popping up with a little Zoom and testing certain things out, which now I know it works. I'm actually going to rewatch the stream afterwards to kind of see how everything worked and see if I can remove the delay. But yeah, see you guys in the next one. Y'all willing? Check out some of the other videos, stuff like that. Peace.